Pleasure. Pleasure, 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 pleasure. Oh my God. Do I love that word? I do like P's. The things that start with a P, they're just, it's a good sound. It's a good consonant. Hello, it is Deborah Kagan, your Mojo recovery specialist. And I am lit up and excited, and I adore talking about pleasure. I really more enjoy experiencing pleasure, which is something that you can experience anytime you would like. So today's Mojo Moment is inspired by a woman. She was new to me, and I had the pleasure of going to see her one-woman show the other night. And her name is Eva Bogle, and I hope I pronounced your last name right. It's called The Pleasure Project. It was in LA. It was so fantastic. And if you happen to be in the New York area, she's doing her show in March. So you could just go onto her Facebook page, which is tagged here in the description, or her name is, and you can look that up. But I went to go see her show with my aunt and with a friend of mine, and it was super inspiring because, first of all, if you know me, you know how much that I love women, and you know how much that I love seeing women truly expressing themselves, truly standing in their light, in their mojo, and in their power. And this show was exactly that. I mean, Eva has put together such a unique, such a empowering, kind of fresh voice on the importance of pleasure. And pleasure is something I talk about in all of my courses. It's something we focus on at the Rock Your Mojo Women's Weekend. And the next one is coming up, first weekend in April. And pleasure changes your own experience, right? You know, if you're stressed out, or if you're experiencing a ton of fear, or if you are angry, there's not much pleasure happening. And yet, when you allow yourself and open yourself and really experience pleasure, well, then there's less anger and there's less stress, and you do feel more confident, and you're more in your body, and you're so much more aligned with what you desire. And when you're in that place of pleasure on a regular basis, right, you can create your life. And I mean create your life in the way where there's more grace, more ease, less obstacles, less tension. Will they all go away? Of course not. Absolutely not. We're humans. You know, we're here having a human experience. However, the more that you incorporate pleasure into your life, and I'm talking about pleasure on all levels. Ava's play, which again I just adored, called The Pleasure Project, was more, focused on sexual pleasure, which I'm a big proponent and big fan of, whether you are pleasuring yourself or you are pleasuring with a partner. But any way that you are experiencing pleasure is a good thing. Right? It's a good thing because, again, it really aligns you to your mojo, right, and allows that life force to flow. And again, that book, which I reference often, it's my book, Find Your Me Spot. It's all about using your senses, right, to, again, engage those senses, to engage in a pleasurable moment, to, of course, open up your bodily experience. And when you're embodied, then you have more confidence and you have more presence. And that radiates out to everybody else around you, right? So today is like just a big old plug to have some more pleasure, like now, tonight, this afternoon, this morning, whenever you're catching this video. Allow yourself to experience pleasure. have it, relish in it, and then repeat. Okay. So I would love to know what is, comment below and let me know what's something that has brought you pleasure in the last 24 hours. And if you don't have an answer to that, comment and say what you're going to do in the next 24 hours to bring some pleasure into your life. And I can let you know, here's what I'm going to do. I am starting my birthday celebrations early, and I'm going to have a pleasurable evening with another girlfriend of mine whose birthday it is. So we are going to have some amazing food and go see a fantastic show tonight. So that is what's going to be stoking my pleasure my pleasure project for the evening. And again, Ava, if you do see this, thank you so much. For those of you who are in New York at the end of March, actually, I believe the show is happening on my birthday in New York on the 22nd of March. So definitely check her out. Oh, and by the way, one of the best things about her program, mine's a little worn because we went out and had a cocktail afterwards, so it got a little wet. Sorry. But when you open the program, see this lovely mirror? Yeah, that mirror is in there. So ladies, you can make sure that you look at your lovely lady self. And I do mean your vaginas. And if you haven't looked at her lately, have a moment and take a peek. Because when it comes to really knowing yourself, you have to know what your lady parts look like, right? That's a whole other live and a whole other thing, but we do talk about that also at the Rock Your Mojo Women's Weekend. All right, lots of little things here, but if you want to have more pleasure and if you would like support in engaging in more pleasure, make sure that you're at the Rock Your Mojo Women's Weekend, the first weekend in April. There is currently, by the way, I almost forgot to mention this, there is an early bird special going on for 1 week, just until the end of this coming week. So I'll put the info in a comment here, and I'll also put the early bird code. So go ahead and check that out and allow yourself to join us and experience a completely new and deeper level of pleasure in your life, which will open the door and lead you to more mojo. All right. I'm sending you all so much love, and thank you for showing up for these lives, and thank you for watching the replays. So again, comment below. Let me know what's happening in your world with pleasure, what you have experienced in terms of pleasure in the last 24 hours. And if you have not, then what you are going to set up to experience pleasure in your life in this next 24 hours. All right, everybody. It's Deborah Kagan signing off for now, and I'll see you tomorrow.